Jack Advanced has prepared a speech from the Humorously Speaking Manual, speech number 5, the humorous speech on the subject of U.S. Masters Swimming. Now, Jack promised me to not steal his thunder, but I will share with you that he chose this entertaining speech saying that he does look pretty good in a tangerine Speedo.
Thank you, I think, Mr. Toastmaster. Fractious people do not generally join masters. People join the USMS, United States Masters Swimming, for conditioning, competition, or camaraderie. I joined for the competition. 45 years earlier, I'd been a solid high school swimmer. In the meantime, I'd gained 45 pounds. When I was in high school, everybody thought I was short. When I joined Masters, they thought I was round. Swimming had changed. Swimmers no longer wore drag suits, started from the side of the pool, or did spin turns. Now they wore Speedos. They started from elevated blocks, and they did flip turns. Well, I joined for competition, but my first practice session was an eye-opener. The coach provided us with a workout with strokes, times, and distances. I started the 15-minute warm-up. An hour and a half later, when the session was over, I was still working on the warm-up. I had not finished the warm-up. My self-image as a swimmer had been demolished. It was embarrassing, humiliating. My priority changed from competition to conditioning. In spite of that, I soon entered a swimming meet. I reluctantly squeezed into a Speedo. I stepped up in the starting blocks. When the starter gave the command, I bent over and fell in the water. Dripping with embarrassment, I climbed back up on the blocks, and this time it went smoothly. I thrashed my way to the other end of the pool and demonstrated my newly acquired expertise with the flip turn. It was sort of cattywampus. And as I came up swimming, I noticed swimmers scrunched up against the side of the pool. I flipped over into the wrong lane. When I stepped up for my next event, the teenage timer said, "Now remember, old man, you only get one lane." Later that day, I watched a 91-year-old swimming the mile at a 91-year-old pace. When everyone else had finished, she was only halfway. But in Masters, that doesn't make any difference. The officials just started the next event with one less lane. Goes on like that. There's something like 50,000 swimmers in USMS. Most of them don't compete. Most of them compete against the clock and old man time. They have a saying in Masters that you don't have to out-swim them, you just have to outlive them. My goal is to replace Tom Lane as the oldest swimmer in the record book. He stopped swimming. He died at 103.
Wow.
So I plan on swimming for a little bit longer. Some people join Toastmasters just for the, like I say, for conditioning, others for competition. but you can't escape the camaraderie. I've met judges and violators, CEOs and entry-level employees. I've met nuns and Vegas card dealers. I've met conservatives and 60s ponytail flower children. You just can't escape them. But whatever the reason for joining is, it's a hoot. It's an absolute riot. Sometimes when the lanes get a little crowded, people will sort of bunch up at the end into the lane. One day this gal was practicing her finish, and she's come swimming toward the end of the pool. She accelerates, she extends her arm out straight, she increases her kick, she's reaching for the end of the pool. She wound her hand into the privates of an old man. She came up sputtering an apology, and he says, "Oh, don't worry, that's the best throw I've had in years." At one of the zone meets a few years ago, one of the younger swimmers was, the zone championships, one of the younger male swimmers was swimming the butterfly stroke with the dolphin kick, and every time he hit the dolphin, his suit would slip a little longer, a little further down. They met him at the other end of the pool with a towel. His comment was, "I'm glad I wasn't doing the backstroke." We have an old gal swimming with us. She's 80 years old. She says she's not competitive. We have to help her up on the blocks. I mean, she's a little unsteady. She says, "I don't care what my time is. I don't even know why I'm here." At the end of her race, we drug her out of the pool. She rolls over and says, sputters, "What was my time?" My favorite is a guy I call Rocky. He swims from over in Spokane. He walks like a fighter. He looks you right straight in the eye when he's talking to you. He has few words. We're at a swimming meet over at Wazoo, and one of the co-ed lifeguards comes walking by. He says, "Hey, honey, you have to give me CPR. I don't want any of that phony chest thumping. I want the real mouth to mouth." And everybody should know how to swim, even blondes. Blonde was driving in a car across the wheat fields in the Palouse, and she saw a blonde in a rowboat in the middle of the wheat field, just rolling away. She stops her car and gets out and says, you're the kind of blonde that gives us a dumb reputation. If I could swim, I'd come out there and throw you out of that boat." Mr. Toastmaster.